Ooh, ow, frames. Hey everybody, it's Kit. We're finally back. Appreciate y'all putting up with me being off last week. It's a production getting ready for these conventions, even the virtual ones. And of course, Tuesday our gear was broken, but thanks to NG, if you're out there, NG, thank you again. We were able to get the index back up and running. So we are back in action. We are back in here. And it's nice to be spending time with y'all again. Feel free to yell at me in chat here. I'm going to take a minute setting a couple more things up. It's kind of warm. Forgive the fan noises. They're always with me in the summer ones. Set my status in here so anybody comes... Oh, that's the wrong button. Anybody comes wandering in here, they'll know what they're getting into. And frankly, y'all, I'm tired from this weekend. Haha, there's the NG. Thank you again for fixing my index. How you doing tonight? I'm doing well. We're back on the stream. Still a little bit tired from Virality, but it was a good time though. Got to do a lot of fun things. I mean, I'm not sure I'm the best storyteller, but I'll still go through what trouble I did get into. The club was awesome. It just college things. That's right. You're moving into college. Did you have a good time at the con with us this weekend, Denji? Whoop, 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 whoop. Too many limbs. I don't know what they're doing. Why is that my default control? Alright, there we go. Yesterday at work was just, I'm so glad I'm not a Monday streamer. I think I was up till 2 Sunday night, and I didn't take, I never think to do this. I should. It's always like, well, it's virtual reality. I do it from home. I don't need to take time off of work. Oh, for Virality 2024, I am taking that Friday and Monday off. I'm going to need them. I am definitely going to need those off next time. Yeah, the in-person cons are a bit more fun. I'm glad you got to join us for that one, too. One moment. Of course. We make noise all day. I'll go live. Beep. Beep. It is. I've got that damn thing hard-lined into my power, so it can't run out of electricity, and it still bitches every 12 hours. I need to make the apartments replace it. I really don't want to buy a new one just so that I have one that registers its batteries. I think the battery case in that one might be faulty. It's so old. But it's got wires leading into the ceiling, so I've still got a working smoke detector, which is the main thing. The gamer national anthem is a smoke. I must have missed something there. Or what I got going on in my background here. Looks like a few folks may have followed me while I was off there. Quick shout out to, Caleb the Announcer 27, Jack Bomba, and Bluebell Moonlight. Appreciate y'all. Hopefully y'all are out there now that we're back live. I appreciate y'all giving me a follow. Some of y'all I bet I met at Virality. Welcome to my little corner of the internet. Why would they be wired into my ceiling though? That's kind of interesting. Oh, so that multiple smoke detectors talk to each other? Well, if it's out of power, how can it fucking be? And yes, we curse around here. It's an 18+ stream. You've been warned. Hopefully Twitch warned you on the way in. Not for children. Although we don't do anything too terrible. I just speak like a cranky middle-aged person. Huh. I guess I'll get off my ass and buy a new one then. They're not that expensive. Voltage sensor. You think by now we would have figured out a better way to... Like my carbon monoxide detector don't complain. Oh, if you have a fireplace, you want one of those. It's actually where the apartment installs them is kind of above it. That way, if you start getting carbon dioxide out of the fireplace, it'll go off pretty quick. And you're like, oh shit, kill the fire. I know there's americium in smoke detectors, and whenever it can't transmit to itself because of particles, that's when it's like, oh, smoke, and goes off. I didn't realize there was a voltage sensor that just complains. I was starting to think it was just part of the living on the wrong side of the tracks. I don't live in a wealthy part of town. I don't know if I'd want to. Sure as heck can't afford to. So what college stuff you working on, Angie? Hopefully some folks will drop by. Usually people jump in here. Just give them a little time. If you weren't busy, Angie, I'd tell you to get in here. Talk about rally together. Huh. Fascinating. We're learning about smoke detectors tonight. You never know what we're going to get around here. That's why I love it. If it was predictable, I wouldn't do this. But virality. Let's see. Guess we'll start off with the first thing I saw, which is, of course, the Libby, which was really nice. It's kind of fun. The zip lines, I've seen those in Worlds before, but they really made heavy use of them here, and it wasn't bad. I think I only fell off of one once, so that was kind of cool. But I did like the sort of theme they had going. Granted, I've always wanted a treehouse in the real world, at least when I was a little kid. But that was a lot of fun. Then opening ceremony, watch all that. The opening ceremony, I heard someone, and I wish I'd gotten their name. Cool person said it sounded a bit like the safety manual reading on an aircraft. Maybe a little bit, but they showed you how to do it. You know, use their website and whatnot. And then we were off to the races. Friday was my busy day. Most of my stuff was Friday. The main things I did, and anything, if there's gaps in time, I was probably just clubbing, jamming. But it's interesting all the little meetups you get to in here. I got to do a meetup for being a Twitch streamer. I went to a TikTok meetup because I'm hoping to one day maybe start one of those. If y'all think that would be good, let me know. I'll do it. Exclamation point Discord. Join me in the Discord. Talk to me about it there. Tell me no, don't do it, old man. Your TikToks would be terrible. Or help me figure out how to do some cool ones. Either way, right? I went to the Wicker meetup. Obviously, most people know me as a Wicker. Except I'm a Durg right now. I'm starting to be like little bro. Hi, I'm a Wicker, but right now I'm a Durgadol. Spent a lot of the weekend with Finn. You should check him out if you don't know Finn Wicker here on Discord. Or Discord, lol. Twitch. Oh, I'm kind of out of practice. Take a week off working on avatars and I forget how to talk to people. ID card worked out, random paperwork. Speaking, keeping me from dehydrating. How are you tonight, Speaking? Got launched off the, oh, that's right. You were definitely testing the system with those, zip lines, though, there, Angie. Got launched was more like, you were doing science, right? I'm digging around for I set my drink. Give the old lizard a second. Although, let me zoom out. Let me step away a bit, or I guess I can zoom out. I'll go to the pin 3. I'm so jazzed, Speaking. I finally found my wings for my Durg. I mean, they look pretty good, I think. Now if only I knew how to fly. Oh, here comes our first usual suspect. drinking. How's work treating you today, Speaking? You still at the office? Beverages! Beverages. Yes. Of course, as Fire calls it, we're having Southern water tonight. For those of y'all curious, Southern water is in fact sweet tea. Alright. Let me zoom in the camera a little bit. Good thing we switched to the room cam. About to have some folks. Oh, nice. Get your own private space. That can be kind of nice when you score it. It's kind of why I like working from home. Is, you know, it's just me in there working. Where did I leave off? All right, meetups. I mean, a lot of my time was spent at meetups, and I met a lot of really kind of cool, interesting people. A bunch of folks, you know, were like, "Oh yeah, tell us about your Twitch channel." Most people were like, "Who the hell are you?" It was still a good time. The one I really was looking forward to, especially because I had found these, is there was one of the instance of the Fluff Derg meetup I was in was pretty wild. The cameraman had us more or less doing tricks. We'd all get set up for a picture, then someone would join. So I'm sitting there trying to hold a happy face for like 10 minutes. This is new.
Yeah, this is at the Ferality event.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, one of the booths. So I thought this was pretty cool.
Huh, I guess an avatar texture put that out. Okay, OG Wicker. So you mean Jin's Wicker or just Wicker?
Wicker or Wicker?
I think NG wants OG Wicker, so that would be the original one. Which frankly most people do know me. Well, I don't know. I think people are starting to know me more as the newer Wicker, but obviously I put a lot more work in the original.
No.
I used to have clothes on this guy. But yeah, I just kind of go. I mean, it's kind of sad. For me, Ferality was a lot of fun, but now that it's past, it's kind of like it's a pretty short story when I tell it. I had too much to drink. I went to the club. I went to meetups. I met really cool people. I sat around the lobby and fell off zip lines.
So
yada
here's
yada.
One thing I will say: the person that did the cinematography meetup probably had some of the best ways to explain sort of what they
that was a good
what
panel.
their thought, I would say what their fundamental processes for actual filmmaking.
Rictus, what's up?
Rictus, how are you?
Good. How are you?
As I dance to musically, I can hear.
This is awesome.
I don't want to talk about DevOps because DevOps will geek out about, but insane system set up for it.
I bet
So,
it would take a lot of
just
to set all
in
that
the
up.
back, just letting y'all know, they've made some really insane custom stuff to make everyone's experience as smooth as possible.
Fire! Hey,
Seeing
what's
how
up?
Smooth it was at that point was insane. So.
Well, there's three of us now. We can get in some trouble if you want, or we can stay here and talk.
Hello. Is this new,
Hello.
Namby? Because it looks pretty awesome.
I found it at Ferality. Yeah, it's at one of the booths.
Very cool. Ooh,
Yes.
very nice.
You know what you need to do with the shirt or the jacket that you showed me? We got to put it on this.
On
This
The
one
what
that you
now?
have for your
Only one major crash. That's good.
The jacket
I remember
you
that.
showed
The
me.
one that like reset everything. I had that one too.
no, sorry, the what I showed you?
The jacket. The jacket you showed me.
Are you
The shirt or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
You
Sure,
two fashion
I was gonna say,
shopping?
like, what jacket? Yeah.
I'm not sure that's a long tail. I'm just realizing Namby's tail is almost bigger than his.
Yeah.
It is a 1-to-1 proportion to my actual size. Ladies.
Hold still.
Worth
You're trouble tonight, Namby. Should I be worried?
it? Yes.
Your Tanuki would have a much... I mean, I've yet to see anyone who has a larger tail than your avatar, Fire. Thing is insane. It is about twice your body mass, if I did a rough... It might even be 3. I'm sure y'all have seen Fire's crazy rainbow Tanuki with the just 10-foot tail on
Oh,
it.
yeah.
It's the one tail that is like you don't.
Oh yeah,
I'm just glad
the
it's only
one
one
giant
tail.
crazy tail.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, I get in enough trouble with this thing. I don't think I need a longer one. Apparently, I can't grab it tonight. Well, there it is.
Well, speak of the devil, you did it.
But yeah, it sounds like the technology that would go into such a thing is insane. I mean, it's impressive how they can...
DevOps is the future.
Well, unfortunately, I'm the past. I haven't built a PC since the 90s.
We're going to the future.
So the headset's doing good, Fire. The part that Angie gave me never came loose, and at this point, I've got this... they call it a comfort strap that kind of goes over the top of my head the other way. So now I just put the darn thing on like a hat, and it always sits in the right spot, which will keep me from over-adjusting the front, which is how I broke it in the first place. Because, you know, without...
the cool thing about it, too, is it comes with a Velcro piece, so it stays there now. So you're not
if I wanted to. I actually have it loose. It doesn't really move, but if I wanted to, I could. But even in the worst-case scenario, if the buckle let loose, and I didn't have a central strap, this would hold it. It's a good redundancy. To the best of my ability, I want to keep this, you know, keep my hardware running until the next iteration of it comes out.
Yeah.
You're still loading. Streaming has stolen my bandwidth. Oh, they're nice. Yeah, y'all missed me doing the just, you know, 4 hours of the hip sway because it's the only dance move I know.
So that means we can all
Not
do the kit like this.
unusual to be loved by anyone.
The Carlton.
I should spend more time. This is the only avatar that I can just use like second nature.
You gotta do one of those release the albums of them. That's what I call just dancing in place.
Just white boy dancing.
You probably did, yeah. Damn it, Rictus. Never change.
We're hanging out too long, Rictus. We might have said the same thing again at the same time.
I don't see the problem.
So I followed your...
I don't know. I'm starting to notice a pattern.
So I followed your advice there, and she actually did glue even the top and sides just so that the epoxy held the layers together. So I appreciate that bit of advice. But yeah, it didn't really, nothing separated or cracked or anything. At this point, it's not bearing that much of a load, so it should last for the remaining lifetime of the headset. Yeah, and that's the nice thing about the comfort strap is if it does pop mid-session, the headset won't move much. I'll just kind of probably hear the noise because I now have a second strap runs perpendicular to the first that really is bearing all the weight at this point. and it carefully grabs around the earpieces. It's like two little fingers, if you were, and then the earpiece is in the middle. Ah, technology. Sorry.
Technology.
Hey, my bot's working. That's always a good sign. Take a week off. Sometimes the bot. So yeah, a lot of times if I take a week off, the bot's like, nope, okay, I'm taking a week off too. Except I'm not coming back till you make me.
Wait, you need me? I'm still on my break.
Well, fuck, you're on your break. Do a little quick spin. Pull some of the twist out of the cable.
Bean.
Spin.
That's what really messes with it.
Another hydrate.
The IRL beans.
Huh.
I can't wait till they release
Bean.
it. Like, hopefully less than a month.
Bip. Oh yeah, the lobby. I'll do a stream from the lobby once it's live. I can't stream at Ferality because my system would catch fire. I was doing well just to attend. Well, I don't know. By this time next year, maybe I will have, because in the next year or so, I might buy my next PC and put it together.
That's my plan too.
And then maybe I'll get a 30 or a 40 series or whatever, and then by June of 2024, I'll have some crazy nonsense computer. And then I'll stream Ferality if I get a computer that good.
Streaming at Ferality? Man, that's the dream, dude. Can I get Dalton to get me a PC?
Saved and it's still working? Interesting. Didn't know you could save instances. That's a new thing. To me. I'm not sure I should go there while I'm live if you got some secret gig going. I hate to ruin it.
Ooh, did someone say secret gig? Hello?
Well, it's not so secret. They dropped it into my chat, but...
The secret, not so secret gig?
Yeah.
I know there's a great line from School of Rock that Jack Black says no more secret songs, but no more secret gigs. What the fuck? We need less secret gigs.
Well, we could take this conversation to the bloodiest of battlefields here in VRChat. Who wants to golf?
I'm only gonna be on maybe another 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's already getting late.
Well,
It's all good. Appreciate you dropping by.
yeah. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Okay, buddy.
Oh, you're always welcome.
Yeah, we miss you.
Namby, thank you for the resub.
Yeah, 7 months, baby.
7 months.
Well,
Why have you put up with
7
me that
months.
long? Just sure sign something's wrong with you.
Oh, there's always something wrong with me.
I heard the noise. Why don't I see the notification? One moment.
We're all a little mad down here.
Skunk, hey! 2 more months and I'll be having a what? I don't think so.
And you will be
Oh,
having a
fire!
baby?
I didn't see now. I just know
Yo.
it. Thank you for the subscription. What's going on here? Y'all are scaring me. Hype train! Choo choo, mother. I've never had one of those. This is new. This is fun. I appreciate it, y'all. A heck of a welcome back. Having a good time now.
And vegan for 16 months? Damn.
Damn.
Whoa.
Damn. Yeah, 16-month streak. Speaking was one of my first, I want to say. Once I went live with the VRChat. Technically, I did stream for a while before I was on VRChat playing Guild War. Hype Train Level 1. Thank you so much for cheering those bits, Skunk. I appreciate it. We got a party going now. 11 months for fire. Y'all all need some help. I mean, I appreciate y'all. Woo, it's good to see you tonight, Skunk. How you doing? Oh, what's going on? NG, thank you for the thank you for the subscription. Oh my goodness. Are you trying to make an old wicker cry? Because it might work. Oh, Skunk with more bits. You're too kind.
Show us your bits, Skunk.
Oh my goodness, I gotta catch up. Speaking just gifted 5 tier 1 gifts.
What?
Oh my goodness. Hey, yo!
Oreos?
Hype Train Level 2.
Wait, what?
Yeah?
Oh, and Rictus, you got
Yeah, Rictus, you just got a gift sub. Thank you, Speaking.
Hey, well, thank
Hype.
Really gifted.
I'm still getting the dings from the gift subs. Resubscribe with...
Oh my goodness, and do this.
Nice. Still... Huh, gotta... It's still catching up, y'all. I'm scared. What do I do?
What do you mean? Ask for more.
More! More! I'm just, y'all are awesome. I don't know what to say.
Can I have some more?
Please, can I have some more? Well, we're going to have to get into some kind of trouble now. Shoot. People are paying for this show. Level 3 is 90% to level 3 hype train. Wow. And a quick hydrate. Speaking knows I'm working. I need that drink. Oh my goodness. Oh shit. One moment.
Good.
Okay, what all got knocked off the desk when that fell? There we go. Oh yeah, I knocked my art tablet off a shelf and it banged off my desk and then... Whoa now! What?
Paying for.
Well, I mean, if they're going to pay for it.
I mean, they kind of already did.
It's all about them wicker thighs, is it? Wicker butt.
Go put your drink back down. Slowly.
I already put my drink down. Okay, you know, if it's
Okay, so at the con, there was the cinematography panel was giving an example of how to get those nice weird shots from like at an angle, but he bent over to get something. So for some reason, I shouted out in the crowd to say, "Hey, can you do that again?" I maybe missed it, so I wanted to just kind of do the same shit. Slower.
You know, that reminds me.
It is Southern Water
I used to
Fire.
play, D&D
You know
with.
me.
Yeah.
You know, we do this little joke, like if someone would do or say something silly, somebody would say, "How did that go again?" And then we'd repeat the action. Well, one of my lady friends, you know, she was talking about something and she pushed her chest out, and then I just said,
Oh, no.
"How did that go again?" And she started to do it, and then she said, "Hey."
Smooth, Rictus. Smooth.
Least expected.
Just
Yeah, and
smooth.
she started to do it and then she realized at the last moment.
Ooh, pina colada for Skunk. Remember, moderation now. I'm having rum and Coke after I'm done streaming.
God damn. Whoa, Skunk's making a pina colada?
It gonna get crunk. Hold on. Hold on to
Half
what?
of a pina colada would be drunk, but Skunk on a full pina colada is absolutely wasted.
Wasted.
Wasted. God damn.
Damn.
I almost wish I got drunk that easy. It's waste too much money on rum.
Yay,
just
rum.
don't eat dinner and just woo.
I like food though.
I mean, me too, but
And don't forget your liver.
Woo! NG with the 10 bits. This train is not out of coal yet, is it? Hype train. Success. Oh my word. There it is, y'all.
oh hell yeah!
Brought that sucker all the way back around to the station.
Why'd I say hype fail? What the fuck?
But
It said share the email that after they did the whole thing, and now it's like, say what?
Well, I love reading this part. Let's see. Hype train complete at level 3. 91%.
weird.
Your community contributed a total of 10 sub gifts and 310. Thank y'all. Y'all are so generous. I do this for fun. That it actually,
Wow, this is even right after virality.
yeah, that it even lands with an audience. I'm
Yeah.
grateful for. So that y'all go above and beyond. I just, I'd cry, but I don't have that animation.
Without audio, I guess they really added that feat. I'm gonna need you to turn on your audio, NG. Oh wait, you can't hear us, so we can just say obscenities about NG, and he wouldn't know.
You be nice. NG fixed my headset, remember? Plus, he's a fellow Wicker.
I know. He's a fellow Wimker.
Well, he's from the same Wicker pack I am. His audio is on, so we can hear you talking
If I
smack.
buy at least 5 Wicker packs, I can have the full pack.
Yeah, but I'm one
Can't
from
you
those.
get the full one.
I'm one of those cards that's a little OP, so they outlawed us. So my booster pack's not sold anymore.
So how rare? Yeah, how rare is it? Like you have to wake up and go to the store before it opens, so you can run to the run to the section where the cards are. Hashtag gotta collect them all.
Redneck Wicker on tap. Deal X damage, where X equals number of shots taken after using this card.
tap.
Right.
There.
Tap.
Uh-oh. Wait, I need my hand free to...
Start the tap.
You're gonna Twitter shame me for what?
Start the tap.
Or them, at which point go to town. Don't get me canceled. I barely tweet. No one will know what they lost.
Whoa, Super Engine's gonna cancel Kit? Why?
I don't know. Maybe the network's finally tired of me.
He's gonna make
Well,
you
it was a nice
regret
run.
those tweets that you quote.
You twon't.
Not sure about the syntax on that. Also, it's not me thereafter. Good luck, you two.
Oh, I mean, well, I can
Just do that, like, meme slide out of the shot. I mean, VRChat's built for that. It's already how I move. Is just slide towards the camera. It's funny. You can really spot.
Futures wasted.
Yeah.
Virtual insanity.
I think it's funny in VR chat, like you can tell the full body users, because we're the ones whose legs don't move when we're walking, which seems like the opposite of the purpose of full body tracking.
Oh.
Whereas half body will generally have a locomotion layer. And here comes Namby with the sliding dance. Oh, damn. You meet some of the craziest people here in VR chat. It's a fun game. You ought to give it a shot.
Sorry, what was that?
I said you meet the craziest people in VR chat.
Oh. Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Serious? Oop. I got canceled for being a nerd? Joke's on you, I was a jock. That was the obnoxious I play tennis type.
Nerd.
Which is why I got bristled when you did the Carlton. It's like, damn it, I was a tennis nerd. I had my little sweater.
The kind that.
You know what's funny
wears.
about that?
I think he wore sweater vests, didn't he?
Oh, yeah,
Maybe both.
all the time.
I had the hat. I had
All
the,
the
you know,
time.
it was the 90s. We thought we were cool. I had the half zip polo sweater. But it had sleeves on it.
Ooh, half zip polo sweater.
I know, right? I didn't look good at
Rock the
all.
Turtleneck, baby.
Fuck, I hate turtlenecks. They make my neck itch. I can't do it. Thankfully, I live in a climate where I don't ever need them.
Well, yeah, it would only be for like after October.
Now, what's funny, we're talking about keep.
It's like being choked by a really weak guy all day.
Yeah. Now, if it's
Yeah,
cold
you just keep them
outside,
with just-
scarf, because you
you
can
know,
take
you do
that
that-
shit off when you go inside.
Yep.
You can also use it to
You do
hit
that
coworkers.
thing Hulk Hogan does. Just make a really angry face, and then you could counter. You know, you can counter the weak choke. You know, brother.
I tell you what, brother.
I tell you what, brother.
Oh yeah.
You love how VRC actually posted about virality, and all the haters went off about it.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Because here's the thing about haters.
I need to get going.
They're often just furries in denial.
I know.
Okay, you take care, buddy.
Have a good night.
You too. See you on stream.
Yeah, you too. Good night, kid.
Good seeing you, Rictus. Appreciate you coming by. Haha. You
Yeah.
stay safe out there, you hear me?
Yeah, I will. Bye bye. Good night, internets. Whee!
Rictus, everybody.
Internet, no object permanence.
He'll be back, hopefully. See?
Oh, he's back.
Alright, see ya.
Have a good one. Bonk.
And he gone. And he gone.
Ah, yes, the otters. The otters were getting done dirty at Ferality during the showcase. I forgot to talk about the showcase. There's some funny stuff in there.
You know what's funny is that but that's the problem, is the stereotype's right. Every
Is
time
it?
It's just that they do. Yeah.
You know me and my, crazy... Actually, it's probably been more than 15 minutes, so we'll break out the Durg again. You know how bad I am about having just, every species under the sun as an avatar. I never got the otter. I have something close I bought recently,
why.
but it's not an otter. The Finn Tatums. Yes, Finn's kids.
The Finn Tatum. Oh, boy.
Though they are cute, groups of
Although,
otters are dangerous. Yeah, probably.
There was a very abrupt ending, though, to that, especially with their very short skit they had planned for it. I thought there was going to be, some kind of thing that happened afterwards, but it never really happened. I was like, oh, I guess we'll just kind of gloss over that.
What are you talking about? Which skit?
Well, the one with Finn and the Tatums.
Oh,
skit. I
yeah.
thought there was going to be kind of more to it.
Yeah. Well.
So I was like, I guess it kind of just didn't resolve. And I'm like, oh, I guess we'll wait for 1 year when we forget about this happening, right?
Right.
I'm probably not going to remember it. But anyway.
The music's always good. I need to find some of these guys' music and listen to it when it's not Ferality. Banana Man. Oh right. You remember that one?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
With the Rex, and he's like just clubbing and partying, and then the next day he's checking the Discord, and it's this banana guy. And at first, with the music, I almost thought, are they going for one of those like scary movie? The camera caught someone who wasn't there. It was just his freaking fallback because he was a very poor avatar.
See, that is a great example of how to build up suspense.
Yeah.
Because you kind of have the situation, he's just being his normal self in VRChat, and then, wakes up the next morning, goes and checks the photos, sees he's not in any of them. And you're like, what the hell's happening? And only when the punchline happens at the very end is when you see it just pan upwards to his stat or to his like avatar quality, and it's very poor.
I mean, so's mine. There's a lot of triangles in this hair and these wings.
But yeah, really, really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The person who did the homage to MTV was just, I can't wait.
Oh, dude,
I forget, it's usually a week or two, but they eventually put the showcase out where you can watch it on YouTube on their channel, I want to say. They did for...
It'll be about a month because that was the last time, too.
Because Aqua. It was about... And it was funny with Aqua. I was actually in that one for like a split second. Because the creator was trying to get their stuff together kind of just a few weeks before the con. And I was just loitering around a public world. He's like, hey, do you want to help me with something? I'm like, I ain't got nothing going on. Right place, right time. It was funny.
Heck yeah.
Not so much this year,
so
but
here's a funny thing. So
that's okay. I think we should try to do something for 2024.
My friend Brewski made a music video on one of them. He was like the reddish kind of gray dragon who did his music video, and the funny thing was that he wasn't even finished yet, but he got me into a call randomly and asked me for suggestions for his. So my lame claim to fame is I gave him suggestions and it actually worked out. So.
Nice. Got everyone. Hope they announce the theme for next sooner than 1 month before Ferality. I think we knew Sylva was going to be... When did, like, quite... Or I guess we didn't know what Sylva was going to be until they told us at Luma Festival. Because they always look at their next event, I think. And then I'll catch up on chat.
Rainforest is... Like, Rainforest is okay. I just
Spud
wasn't
cult.
sure, like, what kind, I guess.
Someone posted a video of the Ferality showcase on YouTube. Video is shot like a bootleg from the back in the days, camcorder in a movie theater, LOL. So it's probably from a player POV, just streaming or recording out of VRChat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were vague. We just knew Sylva. Although, except Luma's not super obvious, because Luma was a forest, and then Sylva's a rainforest. Mm-hmm. Although Luma was really those crystals, and Aqua was under the sea, which I was like, really? And then Legends I didn't get to go to.
I feel the Aqua theme was more thought out better than the Sylva one, in my opinion, especially for the stuff that you get, like I guess the armor pieces that you had in the accents.
Oh, yeah, I guess I can switch to that. I still have my avatar for Sylva, I just probably don't need him anymore. But yeah, the leather armor bits. It was interesting.
It was kind of an interesting one, yeah. I just didn't. It was not what I expected. I mean, I kind of did my own thing anyway, but yeah. Yeah.
I stuck it just because I got him. I did like the bracelet thingy. I might work that onto some avatars. And then the little epaulette was neat, but I didn't really... Yeah, a lot of it was like, well, this is sort of neat if you want to make an avatar look like a D&D adventurer. Just find a decent-looking sword.
I guess.
But... They're
all, half-elves or elves? Because they are on the...
Well, and it looked like if you really like got the big pack, but I wasn't a sponsor. I don't have that kind of money. There was even a little cloakish thing or something, but
I wasn't really keen on getting the big one because it didn't seem like worth it to me.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but that's the fun. Here's the funny bit though: the assets for Ferality actually were better from other creators. Some of them were free, and some of them you did have to pay. But it seemed like they were actually more well thought out. And
Yeah, I noticed that Koodalin released a set of quote leather. So I guess you can. I hope she keeps that up. I think she'll even keep it for sale. Like you can still get the Luma Festival clothes for the Jacks. She released looks like light leather, kind of showy armor for Sylva. I am curious what the theme on the next one will be, but we don't even have a name for it yet. So it could be fun to speculate if you want to throw ideas at me. But we've had a rainforest, we've had underwater, we've had superheroes, which not a terrible idea, but it kind of sticks out.
And that's,
and then Luma.
I don't even think Ferality themselves.
Yeah, Luma was more traditional forest because I remember the big like trees with the glowing leaves was the big thing at that.
But there was no club though, and we're like, ugh.
There was a club at Luma. The original Luma, not Luma Festival.
That's what I mean. Luma Festival.
Ferality Luma, I think, came before Ferality Legends. I have to go back and look. And then after Legends was Aqua. After Aqua, they did that little Luma Festival because I guess people had been like, we want more than one Ferality a year. And then I think after the announcements we heard this year, they're going to go back to just once a year, which is probably for the best.
They kind of, bless the people behind the scenes for DevOps, for people that already know what I'm talking about. That is hard to do. Multiple per year and make sure that it doesn't break.
Yeah. There's a lot of setup on that, I'm sure.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
We haven't had one that was actual fantasy, like with castles and such. And that could be fun. Like the props from Sylva really hinted at, okay, maybe the tech level's meant to be like sort of medieval or fantasy adventure level. Because it always, and I didn't mind it. I didn't get to see much of it, sadly, because that was back when I was working overtime, even on weekends, for Legends. Legends was weird because you're suddenly in a very urban setting. And I mean, the worlds were okay, but
the problem is though with Legends is they kind of closed it off after it was done. Like you can only have like a little back alley, and that's really
if you go to Finn's room, there's a weird little back alley you can go to, and that's it. Would have been neat if they gave you.
That's Legends.
Granted, what was interesting about Legends is that everything was kind of split heroes villains. So meetups, you might end up in the villains area or the heroes area, which was kind of interesting. They tried to a little bit of randomness, I guess. Yeah. I remember the Durg meetup was at the bad guy lair, which is basically like a subway station, a messed up subway station that you've taken over. And then the heroes room was like one of those. You got the round table in the middle, and like all the like doodads for the heroes at the outer rim of the room. It wasn't bad. It just stuck out a little because it's the only one that's been urban. Because Luma, not Festival. Although Luma Festival used the trees and whatnot. Luma was in the forest. Legends is in a city. Aqua's under effing water, which is great when you're a land animal like I am.
Which is neat.
And then we had Luma Festival and then we had Rainforest, which I did like how that volcano was a central piece. Each world you could see the volcano, and then the volcano's where the club was, which was really kind of a neat effect.
Yep.
And the giant bird they had for a screen, that was also a nice touch. There was Ferality 2000 and something else. See, I haven't been to all of them, NG. Ferality 2000. Which one was that?
I don't know that one.
But yeah, it was.
I don't know.
It's been interesting. So it will be interesting. Like fantasy castles would be neat, because that'd be a nice setting to where you could have some semi-urban or town-like spaces, but still have plenty of room for the sort of natural elements they like to use in their decoration. I would like to see that. That or like a little quaint village sort of thing. Village in the hills.
Oh my gosh, from 6th to 8th in 2020, there was a Ferality 2000. Say what?
Oh,
Wow.
I don't think I was really super into VR until
was not
2021. Yeah.
I wasn't even in, like, I was only in VR only since April at that time, but I didn't even get my headset until
June
2020.
June 2020 was when I was still a very active World versus World
I think.
commander in Guild Wars. So I was streaming Guild Wars back then. I didn't even know VRChat was a thing.
Yeah. I never. It was. Oof. That's past. That's. Didn't know that happened.
Well, yeah, I guess
Maybe
they
that's
did
when were
start during the
trying to
lockdown, yeah.
cold-
The first year of my lockdown was Guild Wars. And then my guild in there kind of fell apart. And through a furry Discord, someone mentioned, have you ever seen VRChat? And I'm like, no, what's that? And I downloaded it. It's free. It's like, well, this isn't really my idea of a good time, but I'll download because I didn't have VR equipment at the time. And I'm just sitting there messing around. Like, okay, it's like a first-person shooter where there's furry shit in here? What? And then, it's like, oh yeah, you can totally upload your own custom avatars. I'm like, keep talking. VRChat's the reason why I bought VR equipment. Because it's cheaper in a fursuit. Why'd my frames just hitch?
I don't know.
Well, no one entered the room, to my knowledge. Yeah, you're not wrong, Angie. If the lockdown had never happened, I'd still have had my old job where I used to work. I probably would have never gotten into VR. I would have never had enough time to kill to go F it, and I was making a little bit more on unemployment than I was employed because of the way they were doing the bonus structure to try to keep the economy going. I probably never would have tried it.
Yes.
I would have never known. So,
Well, that's the weird thing is, like, after I think I quickly realized right after COVID happened, I already knew that, like, I'm going to be stuck here and not doing any social interaction for extended periods of time. And normally that would always be slated with random ones time and time again, but after that it was like, nope, there's going to be absolutely none.
Angie here. My timeline was that I went to main event. So like the video game place, where you can, because we have the. Well, duh, you're from the same little neck of the woods. So yeah, main event. Oh, all right. Let me take care of that right quick, and I'll continue talking.
Yeah, Angie, that's kind of how I was kind of seeing it. I think there was it was almost like I was interested in that stuff first, but I didn't know VRChat had that kind of furry related stuff until I would say mid 2021 or late 2021.
See, what's funny is that was already
just raw VRChat, essentially.
I was a furry.
There were some avatars
before I came to VRChat, and the fact that there were members of the community here is why I stuck around. I forget what you were. Is VRChat what got you, or were you a furry before you joined VRChat, or is that private information? Same with you, Angie. Sounds like
I longer than I was actually a furry person considered.
I keep telling you.
So I was. But I would say back in when I was sort of more of a movie buff, even more than I was today. Back in 2010, back in way beginning of when I was in middle school and high school, I was like, well, I'm not sure what the reason of me liking always Disney cartoons, but I'll just see if I can watch every single one of them. And then all I did was consume that kind of media unknowingly.
Is that what this is?
Even though
this is just my music service that I, pay for. So that I can have music for y'all while I'm talking. This is where the money you also generously share with me goes, is to trying to make the stream even better. Getting a furry, but consume the media chalice? Huh?
Aren't they on a writer's strike?
I know, right?
It's still ongoing.
Yes, it is. It's a good thing I mostly watch reruns and old shows because those are still in the air. Be kind of awkward if you were watching something current. It's like, well, next episode in 3 seasons. See, and that's one thing, Angie, that I really kind of hate about modern times. Oh God, the middle-aged Derg is on a roll. But when I was a kid, furry was this like crazy newish thing. Like in high school, I was openly furry, and the other kids were like, "Okay, whatever." I had a bunch of my friends kind of on board and figure out what their sonas would be. We just, what a neat, quirky, nerdy thing you do. So there was no, when I first found the fandom, I just jumped on both feet immediately because it was just, I was already a part of nerd culture. I was a huge weeb doing the anime art and whatnot, and then bumped into a couple of really cool people at an anime convention that were dressed in fursuits. At the time, I was like, and I remember asking him, "What character are you? I really want to see whatever anime you're from." Like, "Oh no, these are our characters." I'm like, I mean, first I was impressed the amount of effort they made, because think about this, late 90s, so, you know, fursuit's still mostly a cottage industry done by a handful of very talented people that now kind of do it as business, which is great. That's how I got mine, as I purchased it. But they had put their suits together, and they had these, and I just thought, wow. And I was a cosplay guy, like, you know, I would dress like anime characters, and I would a lot of times build my parts. And I was like, wow, that's impressive. What are you from? Like, oh, these are just our personal characters. I'm like, the fuck what? But cosplay, you're supposed to, you know, that's when I got it explained to me what, and that's how I kind of got told about the fandom. Because at first I was like, what anime are you from? But they were really nice people. I ended up, you know, hanging out with them quite a bit at the convention. And, well, once you spend too much time around a furry, I hope you like having fur. They're just really nice people, usually. The ones I've met. But that was over 20 years ago. So, but, yeah, these days there's this stigma around it because there's so much misinformation flying around. They were very rough, Skunk. All right, let me catch up a bit. Yeah, I mean, down here. My mother knows, my dad, I guess, knows, but I don't really let it get around too much past family. Because at my age, I'm not going to keep this kind of secret from my own parents that long. But March went to my first fur meet. Yeah. Got your fruit. Which you did a great job building that. Did some things with wolf walkers and engineering, and people gave you questioning looks. I was already given weird looks for liking wolves. Now everyone in my class thinks they're cool, lol. I think I was ahead of my time. Yes, Skunk, misinformation, which has been with us for as long as we've had the ability to inform. But now there's a bunch of it about... I mean, we could go on a long rant about this. I remember the CSI episode back in the day that made us look like absolute crazy people. And then, given how close we are, it's... Maybe because it's already pretty late for tonight. Well, we got about a little under an hour left. That would be if I was going to do a talk about the history of all that. I'd want to have time to kind of prepare notes. I'd hate to leave anything out. But yeah, it was much different when I first found the fandom and joined it. We were a cute little collection of strange individuals on the internet. That all the other strange individuals on the internet, because it wasn't just everyone on the internet back then, it was just the tech-savvy people. They were like, oh, you're all a bunch of foxes? Okay, whatever. We're busy building websites. Y'all have fun. You know, maybe you got poked fun at a little bit, but it wasn't that harsh. Aren't you a little old to watch cartoons? Aren't you a little old to watch Star Trek? I mean, we would just take shots at each other. And now the kids are malicious. What I find interesting, since we're on the topic of the fandom, this is why I say that a lot of haters are in denial, is the number of trolls that will go to furry worlds and act like they hate furries, but they deliberately went to a space that has furry on the front door. Like, I don't like polka. Valid music style. Not dissonant. But you're never going to see me go into a polka parlor, or whatever they would call the place. Go to a polka concert or go dance the polka. People who enjoy it, I want you to enjoy it. Live your best life. Me, it's not for me. But I don't go walking in there going, polka's horrible. Why are you people doing this? Did your parents not love you enough as a kid? I mean, the amount of hate we get is disturbing. But I think a lot of times it's people who are ashamed to admit who they are. I think that applies to people who don't like, I don't know if I want to get on to that. Am I getting too deep? Oh, drinky time. Be careful there, skunk. Don't care how old you are, I'll always love animation. I'm 41 and I love animation. There's nothing wrong. What I love is when people take the time to make animation for more adult, not in the naughty way, but more adult plots, rather than it being like little kid characters learning how to be effective kids. I love it when it's the like sort of irreverent cartoons or animations about, you know, grown adults trying to make it in this fucked up world. That's why I like anime. You get a fair amount. You get a decent amount of those if you know where to look.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, shows like BoJack Horseman. Or, granted, not furry. I also liked Archer. Maybe I'm just a bad person. Yeah.
Themes can still be done very well.
Yeah. Smexy can come up. It's a part of adult life, but it's not every freaking waking moment of it. I'm not looking for, you know, cue the 70s porn music, but something with a plot is meant for a grown person to think about it. That's why I like how a lot of shows for kids will try to... Go ahead.
Probably, I think Steins Gate is probably one of the most...
It's a good one.
One of the best romantic subplots probably I've ever seen in an anime, only because it didn't... It's always one of those things that in episode 1 it didn't start out like that, but you get to around episode 15 and you can see the reason of how much they built that up. It's a lot
rather than it just
after certain events
hitting you over the head with it,
and how they react to their situation. Well, yeah, not just to have for the sake of because we need to, you know, because they need to have it. Oh, well, we gotta have a sex scene. Here you go.
Really, young whippersnapper? You should know at this point, skunk, I consider that a compliment because it means I'm looking youthful.
Young whippersnapper, skunk.
And I can't catch up. That's how time works. Sorry.
Well, I mean, you know, there is one way, but it's not. There is always a way. It's just very violent.
Told Cyrus we should have been like various characters from the season Danger Island, where it takes place on an island.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, with already the ocean theme, like that could be something else they might do. Is like some nice little islands and beach.
Skunks on his alcohol binge here.
One drink is not a binge.
For skunk it is.
Is it dark in here or is it just all the shade? There we go.
It doesn't take much to have drinking. It's fine.
I'm gonna sit here for a minute. Appreciate you dropping by, Namby. It's been good to have someone to talk to. So what got me into the fandom? That's kind of what I was saying. I mean, the first. I mean, I'm from the Disney generation, so it was seeing Robin Hood. I'm like, animals as people. Why do I like this? But it's probably where I first saw it. I was like, But I'd always kind of preferred stuff that was, as far as like watching TV shows and whatnot, anything that had a fox in it, because that was my original Sona. That's still an animal I feel close to. But I was like, oh, that's neat. But the first time I really, like I said with the story earlier, kind of hit the fandom is meeting those two people at a con. And then afterwards, I did my research online, and I'm like, oh, interesting. They all have their own characters. Mucks and Muds were a thing back then, and I enjoy regular role play, or did back then. So I'd be on there doing my little, text role play with them, and kind of made friends with them that way. But
you're not wrong, Skunk.
It kind of did, Skunk. I mean, I already had a favorite animal and was kind of into it at that time. But
see,
Zootopia is going to be the new one that replaces Robin Hood as far as onboarding via Disney.
Yeah, it's like if you want to go history of origin of furry, I definitely start with that, like Robin Hood, and then if you wanted to kind of make it sort of cool again, I would say Zootopia was like the official, like popular one. Although I was still into a lot different ones too, still that had a lot of great stuff. Like, there was one from like 2007 or 2008 that I watched called Bolt, which thought was actually kind of adorable.
I saw Bolt.
That's like DreamWorks. Trying to think of my media for it. I mean, it was kind of just a constant thing throughout my lifetime, really. You always connect with the characters that are anthropomorphic rather than actually human.
So that's kind of the place, and I'm sorry about everybody out there. I'm about to make it weird. If the avatar will switch. So, human characters I don't mind. I mean, I'm even one in VRChat occasionally. Of course, anime. But, yeah, there was just, for me, it was the art style. There was something neat about... You can do so much more with a character like that with animation than you can with a character like I am right now. I mean, my hair could spike up and could do the really big eyes. And there's a lot of ways you can make a human character very animated. But when you have long ears, the tail, you have more things you can sort of play with and get a point across to non-verbally communicate something. It's a good art style. They're fun to animate. And you can certainly make a lot of very original human-like characters. But when you're literally just able to mess around with like entirely different species, which species is it? It opens up a lot of ways to really diversify your characters in a neat way. It also allows you to get around, okay, if I wanted to do a comic strip that was people, I want to make sure everyone was properly represented. Well, you can kind of get around that with furry, because then you just sort of represent the different species, and your inclusion will still be there, but it's a little easier to make everyone feel included, because no one's technically completely depicted. Does that make sense?
Right.
Human avatars are unsettling to you in VRChat now? Huh. I mean, I tried to pick one that was very animated in the face, so we're not playing with the Uncanny Valley, because that's just creepy. But I don't mind it. I mean, not my favorite avatar, admittedly. But not a bad one. Besides, I like being unsettling. This is my going to the Black Cat to watch the trolls in their natural habitat avatar. Because the trolls apparently can't read. Because if you know what a kitsune is, the word furry is floating over my head. You should see me coming a mile away. And yet, these adorable little children and all the other trolls out there just seem to think I'm some weird old anime guy. Talking about Ranma 1/2 and from back in the day. Yu Yu Hakusho. Tenchi Muyo.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Well, Fire just described a product I'll have to buy. Oh Lord, there's Zippo lighters with circles printed on them. So when the Zippo is open, the circle goes merp.
Oh, when they open up, they merp.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we're talking about furry. Sonas all have their lore. My dude's a shape changer, which is why I have all these avatars. And one of the things I can do is emulate humanity. It's great for going to the grocery store. I do want a merp lighter now, though.
It would still be handy.
Since we're on the topic, and being human's kind of weird to some folks, we'll break out our own circle. Merp.
Come on, can you give me a light?
I can give you a boot up your I mean, it's just, nope, I'm out.
Sorry, fire, it didn't work. My lighter's defective.
They were lighters with circles on them, not circles or lighters.
There's a difference?
Merp.
I thought you were smoking cheddar. Anyway.
I'm about to be spicy cheddar. Okay, I want to see that. That'll be cool, fire. And yeah, a fin light. It's an idea for merch for a little bro.
Merch?
Although I hate to encourage smoking.
What kind of merch you thinking?
Cigarettes were one of the worst things I ever did, and I'm glad I quit them.
Hey, lighters don't... I would say, I mean...
Lighters can be for other things.
Lighters would be... that would be still something I'd get to, even if I didn't smoke.
Yeah, true. Candles and what?
Some people collect lighters.
You know, that's true, too. I hadn't thought about that. And Zippo, if you can, you know... Now, Zippo's a good brand of lighter. They've had those around forever. My father has a Zippo that belonged to his dad. Damn thing still works. As long as you put more flints in it.
Nice.
They are sturdy little lighters, I'll give them that. Man, this conversation is everywhere tonight. Pretty typical for us, I guess.
It's fine.
Don't encourage smoking. Arson is a thing.
Survival. See?
Dad, are we pyromaniacs?
Wilderness
yes,
survival.
we arson. Your Zippo keeps eating its fuel by itself. So, that is interesting, because as long as the lid's shut, this shouldn't happen, but lighter fluid can evaporate. That's why you kind of want to keep the... That's why there's a lid on a Zippo, and it's not just open. Like, butane lighters don't really need a lid, because the gas isn't released until you... Otherwise, it's sealed in there. But lighter fluid will dry out. I wonder why that's happening to you.
Maybe it's not sealing itself properly. Who knows? Maybe.
Fire, are you assuming my literacy? Obviously, I'm literate. I'm reading chat. Lol. You can read, right? Nope, not at all. This is in Braille.
He can feel chat. So when you say, "Can you feel me?" he can.
Tuesday. Back to work. Yeesh. One nice thing about Ferality and virtual cons, though, is the PCD hits a little lighter with it. Because, you know, I'm still in here and can still talk to you. It can still be a crazy circle. A lot of what I enjoy about conventions I still have. But it's such a great place to meet new people. I hope that some of these friends I made at Ferality will come around and visit occasionally. I might go bother them. Yeah. But it's nice to see how many people... when I first got into this whole thing 20 some odd years ago, I'm like, this is fun, but it's probably going to burn out by the time I'm 30. Nope.
A few years later. Just a few.
No fire. I don't know what the difference between a Zippo and a Hippo is. I imagine it will be most interesting.
Nice.
One is really heavy and one's a little lighter. Ah, well done, fire.
I'm gonna steal that.
You get your gold star for dad joke for the day. Yeah, PCD is an interesting experience. Again, thankfully in this modern era, we're all kind of connected on the internet. When I'd go to anime conventions as a kid, I didn't have, we didn't have Discord, Skype, any of that.
Oh, did you experience it that bad, Angie, at TFF? No. That's crazy.
It was really kind of sad because you're like, wow, I'm not going to see any of these people for a year. Because we didn't really have a way to connect outside the cons. I mean, you could share phone numbers with people you really trusted, but when that was your home phone and your physical address was linked to it in the phone book, you didn't necessarily give that information to just anybody.
Yeah.
But I have found the interconnectivity of the world helps with it. But yeah, that return to reality can kind of be a bummer sometimes.
Here's the funny bit, though. After the PCD, it really felt like my world was definitely a lot smaller.
Have 2 gold stars.
Where it didn't feel like it was as... Like, it didn't feel like the distance was the same as it was before, I guess. Because it's like I already hung out with them a lot. And then literally we just, did whatever. And then even when I'm away, we were still meeting each other online anyway. So in a way, it enhanced the experience. If that makes any sense.
A big part of the draw for me was...
NG, it was also the first furry convention I've ever been to as well. Like, TFF
that was only like my 4th or 5th ever. I'd been going to anime convention. Yeah, I had been going to A-Kon every year for like 20 years. It certainly wasn't my first rodeo. But that TFF, when we went to TFF this year, this was only maybe my 5th furry convention. Because I'd still go to the anime one, mostly, before really... And now I have a freaking partial,
I'm a little jealous that one of the people named Ben Diskin, who voices a lot of furry characters now, after it's pretty much been since, I would say, B-Stars, he started doing his thing. He's going to one that's in my city, A-Kon. I don't remember when it is, but I don't think I'm going to be there to see it.
Oh.
So, one of my favorite voices.
It is neat the people you can meet, especially the real world conventions. Although you get to meet some cool people at Virality.
Yeah, we'll see. I might actually be able to, but I don't know if I want to go the entire weekend. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'd like to go with friends, if anything, if they want to go. Well, the funny thing is, I did make a friend go with me to the furry convention that is in my city. So if he wants to do some convention prior, I'd go with him just to be like, I'll go to your thing so you can also come to my thing. It's only fair. Maybe.
Found another furry up there in Snowtopia.
Well, he's not a furry, though. That's the funny thing.
You take him to a furry convention and he will be.
He said sure. Yeah, well, I don't know.
I think we're contagious.
He's never been.
I'm not sure how that works, but I think we're contagious.
Maybe.
So you wanted a good fire joke, Fire. This one I believe Pratchett came up with, if you ever read Discworld. But light a man a fire, you keep him warm for a night. Light a man on fire, you keep him warm the rest of his life.
Be gay, do crime.
Feelings after TFL were just, dang, I've never had so many people actually want to talk to me. Well, you're good people, Angie. I'm surprised you...
You met, dude, you're at the, I think you really rocked at the Proto convention. Or the Proto meetup. Like, hell yeah. Had your little Proto head in front of the little ram sticks. Just in a circle.
Yeah, once you hit college and get that
really
get that
cool
engineering
experience.
going on, I can't wait to see some of the stuff you develop in the future. And yes, exclamation point Discord if y'all are already on it. I think most of y'all who are talking are, but I make some kind of effort at least to bring up plans, projects, etc. And then of course the sticker wars that are always in general chat.
Yep.
People are going to think that my primary language is hieroglyphics.
But now you can see all the beautiful emotes people like using.
True. It was cool when Discord started having stickers. I need to finish coloring my sticker packs.
I mean, technically, hieroglyphics, Mesopotamian language. I mean, it's all pictures. Crazy how you think maybe art is a language.
See, if art is a language, then I need to figure out just exactly what form of expression really says, get off my lawn. And then paint that and put it over my front door.
The 12 gauge?
Ah, sculpture, not a bad idea.
Just to help me get started.
Oh,
Well, NG, I don't go to public events either. Like, I am definitely a person that's like, I'm honestly, it's one of those weird things where most of the time when I did go to public events, I was always with my younger sister every time we did go. So I never really had a need to kind of interact with other people, I guess, if that makes any sense. Like, we were just kind of in our own zone, just doing whatever. And my mom had us convinced that we kind of spoke our own language kind of thing. But that also meant we're like a freak show.
Oof.
At the same time. So it was like, we were like, well, if no one's going to like us, we don't have to talk to anyone else anyway. So that's kind of how we saw that. But it kind of became almost a beautiful accident where it's like you can still talk about nerdy stuff and people will like it. Because you can kind of obsess over it.
I can kind of get what you're saying there, Angie. For me, I like the conventions because you meet truly like-minded people. It's a safe space. We can geek out, be furries, and no one's going to call us dirty names. And yeah, we do truly usually care about each other.
And the other crazy part about that too is it's almost like the more I was ingrained into the furry community, the more I was also ingrained into the Pride Month stuff as well.
Yep. Happy Pride,
So
everyone.
It's almost
I'll
like
need to do something for that.
They're
this
not
month.
mutually exclusive.
No.
They are sort of one and the same, pretty much. And that was kind of another beautiful accident. Because it's not only is it inclusive, but it also is accepting as well. And that teaches.
I always felt like a
good
geek
things
and a
that definitely
weirdo.
Even young people should learn too.
And kind of an outsider in most of my social groups. And then I met the furry fandom, and they were like, "No, you're welcome." And you know, I get to feel wanted. It's nice.
As social creatures, I think it's only natural for some of us to feel like that we belong, which also means part of it is feeling wanted, feeling like that you can have responsibility. People that also make each other happy or fulfill like a role in some way, where not everyone might be the same, but also, you know, they come from all different walks of life. But no matter where you started, that's not what matters.
Yeah. Seen vids of people at pride events in fursuits. That's cool. Pun not intended before I say this, but I kind of like that AC is right at the tail end of Pride Month.
Oh yeah, I guess so, huh? And then it's literally, and it happens during Canada Day, which is sort of their 4th of July equivalent. And I think I'm back right before 4th of July, I think.
So that's the funny thing. I got so lucky on that. I fly home that Monday, July 3rd. Office is closed on the 4th. Yeah. So I'll get a day back at home to just recover. Which I will need.
I've learned my lesson. Every time that's happened, I always go, I'm booking a day off right after the convention. I don't go back the next day after the big flights, because it happens every time. Is when I'm coming back home, I always arrive at 11 or 12 at night, because it's just the way my area works for airports. It sucks.
Yeah. So, I think I arrived like
time is
10 o'clock in the morning that day, the period before, and then I leave at like 8 or 9 in the morning on the flight home. About a 3-hour flight.
Yeah. Mine is I think it's one. I don't know if it's 1 or 2 layovers. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, it's a long one.
Oh, Angie, you're always welcome to hang out with me. You're a good friend. I appreciate you putting up with me. I know I'm kind of a weird old dude.
And you know, I think
appreciate you hanging out with me. We had a nice little group at TFF. We had about 4 of us, I think. And it's always safer at cons to be in a group.
Yep. Yeah, it was around 4 of us, yeah. But I think that's the thing is, like, have friends that treat you with, and that's how friends should treat you with respect, right? Like, have friends treat you sort of similar in that way, because that means they also, not only do they respect you, but they also like to hang out with you as well. Because I know that, you know, whatever your life is or whatever happens, you're always going to branch out. You're always going to talk to people, but always have those consistent people that are like, you know what, I respect the time that we have together. I think it makes one feel much better that way.
Speaking, tell me more about long flights. Yes, speaking, you win.
Well, he's kind of got us beat.
One of these days, I'm flying down to where he's at. I get to be the one to bitch about the flight
time.
Hey,
man. I'm going half the continent, alright?
No, I just want to see Australia at some point. See my friends down there.
Aussie.
At some point, I'll have to get back to Europe, too. Go bug some friends we know there.
Yeah, one of those friends keeps insisting. It's like, oh yeah, you can stay in my guest room. You are so welcome in my guest room. Yes.
Oi.
Oh, you like piano? Oh, I can show you. Yeah, there we go. I can't wait to see you speaking at AC, dude. It's gonna be a fucking blast.
Oh yeah, that was. I guess I probably said this to you quite a bit before the con too, but part of the reason I was grateful you were willing to hang out with us is, yeah, you want to, for your first con especially, and when you're a teen, have a responsible adult who's got your best interests in mind. And even better, there was a group of us so that at no point it's just best with groups, because that way everyone knows what everyone else is doing. We all know everything's above board. I felt kind of like I don't know. I felt a little bit like a tour guide / guidance counselor.
Say it.
Okay, fine. I feel like a furry guidance counselor sometimes. Why?
No, I thought you were gonna say felt like a dad when I was at the con or something.
Kinda, yeah, but
go like, hey, what's
NG
up?
acts like NG. I got nothing respect for you, NG. You act a lot more sensible and mature than people my age I've met. Yeah, not even joking.
I've met a lot of kids your age, especially, man, and I gotta say, you're definitely way ahead of the curve than you ever realize. You won't realize it now, but take, I would say, even 10 years from now, or even just 5 years, and you'll kind of start, you'll start understanding what that really means.
You get that college education and get out of there with that. Go into your chosen field is going to amaze you what you're capable of. What? Con dads? Maybe.
Are you like handlers for the people younger than you?
No.
Con dads.
No, I just... That'll be something I always try to do if I hear someone's new to the fandom and going to go to their first con and they're friends with me. I want to go with them just so that they got someone who's got their back. If shit goes down, I'm on their side. Thankfully, we didn't have to fight our way out of a bar or anything, but
yeah. Well, that's the weird thing about the fandom too, is I've even had it where people are pretty keen on their environment. At least some people. I don't know about everybody, but I know they're pretty keen on their environment, so they're not going to make people feel uncomfortable in that way. At least
yeah.
Like say the bar or something. Sometimes they can be very eccentric, which is fine, which is not too, they're not pushing the envelope, but
I mean, hell, I'm eccentric. I can't say nothing, but
well,
back to Dirg.
Don't also, NG, you don't have to feel like that you have to be responsible 100% of the time, no fun entirely, but within just you be you is really the one thing I can say is if you're just doing that, then there's really nothing I can say.
Find that happy balance. You know how to be responsible. Now you just need to know when is it appropriate. But yeah, you were
exactly.
I mean, you were just like hanging out with one of my friends. There was no having to, there was none of the, trouble caused or anything like that. A lot of time, the thing that, I always go to that teens are super guilty of at anime conventions is pulling the fucking fire alarm.
Yeah, well.
Not that I expected you to, but no, you're definitely ahead of the game. I just need to get the whole Wicker gang together for a TFF. Could you imagine you, Finn, some of the other Wickers, and then myself at one con together? That'd be next level.
That'll be the day, dude, when somehow all our schedules line up. Damn.
Is my tracking busted? Oh no, that's right. I'm locked to the head, so now when I sit, that's where.
I'd also love to get a couple friends of mine to.
Oh, my tracking is busted.
I know that's it's. Oh, what do you mean? Which part of it?
It was really out of position around the hip area.
Oh. Gotta do it before Finn goes full Nardo. I will convert all the thermostats to communism again. Speak and I'll help you.
It's our It is our thermostat, comrade.
Communism. Huh.
Oh, y'all are in trouble. Speaking and I are in the same room. I mean, I know where the bar is going to be set up. Isn't that right?
I think we all know where the park's gonna be set up, though.
Yeah, services room. Bees.
Yeah. I think
Hey, buddy, how you doing? It's good to see you. I gotta get up to get my drink.
I like to say I converted Finn to being a Nardo because, well, look at me.
Dunk.
I'm always a Nardo.
I mean, I'm a contributing factor because he's like, oh, I love the Trail Wicker, and I'm sitting there going, man, I gotta tell this guy at some point I'm actually just a shape-changing fox. But okay. Sure, I'm a Wicker.
I just went up to Finn. Can they still hear me when I'm like close to the camera, or they can barely hear me?
No, you're within. I've turned off earmuffs and everything. That you can be heard.
Oh, okay. So I went up to Nardo. I went up to Finn as a Nardo, and I was like, "Free real estate."
It's free real estate, really.
Mm-hmm. Do that little wink.
Wink. Schmack.
Hold on, let me give you some room here.
Yeah, I should have folded up my wings before crossing the room. My bad.
Is this enough?
That's enough. I'm about to sit down. You'll be safe. I just like to stretch them out while I'm sitting here. Ain't hurt nobody.
Oh, what happened to my? I'll be right back.
It's $45 real estate. Oh, right, to be a Nardo. Oh.
$45? Hey, man, that's pretty cheap these days.
I know when I first picked up the Nardo wagon, my first thought was, hey, it's an anime Wicker Beast. I know that's not what they were going for, but...
Anime Wicker.
Wicker. Just a pair of wings. Okay, there we go. There's the rest of me. Get Angie's hard out.
Wangs. Pair of wangs.
Yeah, Durgan Wangs. I got an accent, okay?
Oh, it's Durgan wangs.
Sorry, mine belonged to me.
Alright. Chicken wings.
They may be our wings, comrade, but they're growing off of my back.
Nefertiti wings.
Yeah, this is Nefertiti's wings.
I think that's what they're called.
Yeah, they're the Aether wings by Nefertiti.
Nefertiti or Nefertiti?
Nefertiti? Wait, what? Are you trying to make me say something wrong? Don't give me no trouble now.
No. No, I'm just... Someone spelled it a certain way. Oh, no, it was Nefertiti.
I mean, I've never met her. I have listened to her like explain how to attach these, and by the way, she at least records her video. She seems like a nice person. Very charismatic. So how are you tonight,
Nefertiti
bees?
showing.
Get back here, you.
I'll be here all week.
That's it. I'm just gonna hide. I'm just gonna hide in here. There.
Never meet your heroes. I mean, I guess there is a point to that as well. According to bees.
Oh, she does
fine.
fursuit stuff too. Neat. So she's
talented then. Holy
I'm
crap.
telling you, if you're a fursuit maker in the fandom, I'm sure you work your butt off, but you make good money. Now, I don't know what their overhead's like, so don't quote me.
And plushies? She does? Say.
I was just considering trying to design plushes at one point, but I never got around to it. I mean, easier said than done, so when I say this, I don't expect you to actually believe me, but I probably could make a fursuit. I just gotta get off my dead ass and make it. I know how to carve the foam, all that good stuff. I might need some help with the follow me eyes, but other than that... A fin plush wouldn't be a bad idea. I'd have to see what the legalities are if I want to make a wicker plush, because wickers are an IP. But...
Well, you want a service to kind of make those for you instead. If you're selling multiple, you want like...
Yeah, I would design the I would design the thing, and then if we decided they looked good, I'd try to get a distributor that could just, you know...
man, so every time you squeeze the fin plush, it just goes, meh.
Meh. Bonus points if he does it at different pitches and whatnot on a randomizer. Meh. Meh. Meh.
Depending on where you... Okay. You like, well, it would just squeeze it multiple times.
Oh.
Tickle me fin.
Don't say that about my little brother. Plus, tickle me fin sounds like something a naughty shark would say.
Ireland. Oh, tickle me fin.
Put a flame emoji in chat if I should light up Namby.
But their audio's coming from the right side speaker.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's because I'm on his right side.
Yeah. So and it'd be neat if I could actually get it to where the camera had its own microphone on it, so people heard from the direction of the camera. But yeah, even though we've got the streaming camera, you're still hearing things from my perspective.
Here, I can do this. Now I'm in your left ear. Now I'm in your right ear. I'm behind you. I'm in stereo. I'm in mono. Would that help, Angie? Angie. Just thought I'd calibrate your audio for you.
One of the quirks of streaming VRChat, I can't set the... Maybe I can, I just need to figure out. I can't set the listening point as the camera. It's always these things.
Yeah, I don't know how streamers do it, especially if they have people around them. I don't know. Maybe there isn't a way, and there's always like a weird you just kind of have.
I don't know, because I don't really have surround sound on my the machine I play it back on. Obviously in VRChat I do, because they always make the little headsets with surround sound sort of stuff. But so I sound fine because you're not hearing me through VRChat. If you're on the stream, you're just hearing what I'm saying into my microphone directly. Like, I've now muted in VRChat, and you can probably still hear me talking.
Is there a big delay between your audio and VRChat?
Not excessively. Like, I've never watched it and felt like it was a foreign film where the sync's really weirdly off. There's probably some, but... Yeah, the audio is from my POV. Namby's to my right, so if you're listening to me...
Yeah. So that's what I was trying to say. I'm on his right side, so you'll hear me.
Like, if I turn my back to him, he'll be on the correct side of the screen, because now he's talking into my left ear.
It'll be still on the right side, though. Yeah. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wish I could set up, like, a microphone on the camera. Even if it made it hard for me to... Well, it wouldn't make it hard for me to hear. I would just be... Hopefully, it would just send me the sound from the camera since it's mine.
Just Just don't pay attention to it too much.
Oh, but if they put microphones on the cameras, you could potentially eavesdrop on people in VRChat.
That is true.
I've not done a lot of world building, but I think you can set up little like audio cutoff zones, and if you could push your camera in through a wall, suddenly you can hear people.
Well, the only way you could really fix that is if you changed it to mono instead of stereo.
I could do that.
But for every VOD, though, do you want to? Would that really make a huge difference?
Oh, I'm not super worried about it. Oh yeah, little bro. Bless his heart, and I'm guessing either Flamey knew Finn or Flamey just picked a name and Finn won the lottery. The whole, you know, everyone who boops Finn I will hug that Flamey said at Virality. On the like everyone can hear it in the world microphone because he was staff. Yeah, Fire saying she felt bad.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? I'm sitting there trying to fight people, not that I can in VR. I'll delay them with my loud voice. I don't know.
He needed those hugs.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Did run into a few Virality staffers.
he was
They
like-
were quite nice people. Appreciate all the work y'all do. If you're on Virality staff, thank you. Had a good time. I know it's a absolute ton of work, so I appreciate you putting in the time.
They'll one day fix it where you won't lag if you take an AK photograph.
Yeah,
in
the
VR.
panic in his voice.
One day.
What's up?
I mean, if you saw his stream yesterday, he seemed to be so cool with it. Like, he seemed like it was just like a playful thing. I thought it was funny.
There's one weird thing about furries that I had to kind of get used to when I came into VRChat. We apparently greet each other by poking each other in the nose, which seems mighty strange to me. Meh. I mean, I get I have a snout, so boop,
Yeah.
but I wonder where that started.
Way before I was in it.
Yep, Finn's got good reflexes. He's like, oh shit, I gotta go.
Yeah, he literally was like, ah, shit.
That Nardo made tracks quick.
I've never seen a Naruto move that fast.
I mean, I kind of like us being Wickers, but him being a Naruto is kind of funny too, because Naruto dragons look like the younger siblings of Durga dolls, so it's perfect.
I did actually watch this Fire. It's yeah.
The Wicker Cult Telegram. I almost never check my Telegram. Lol. I could join though. Oh, here we go again.
Oh shit, here we go again. There's a Telegram Wicker? I didn't know that.
Wicker group, yeah. Oh.
Not aware. But I'm a Naruto, so maybe that makes sense.
I should put these wings on my Nardo. If anything, they were kind of built for the Nardo anyway.
Yeah, I think so. You already have the right color scheme for it, so.
Free advertising. Oh, that's the Telegram group. Okay.
Free advertisement. What are you gonna sell me in the group, NG?
I know that one's expensive, NG. You might save your points. I'll be wrapping up soon. It's 10:30, but I think it's like either 5 or 10 minutes. Have you already spent your points? No, okay. There's also I think it's a separate one. I also have a no cursing you can redeem, and I think that's similar. Mango likes to take me to Golf World and hit me with the no cursing. Makes an old Durg salty.
Son of a biscuit. $882, that's not bad. You want to mute him? Jeez.
Okane just meaning gold or money, I forget which. But yeah, the little coin. You have 40,000. Yeah, you could really make me do some dumb shit if you wanted to. I've got the one that makes me switch avatars. I've got ones that I need to go back to Blade and Sorcery. I have a bunch of very specific ones for Blade and Sorcery that are turned off right now, that literally force me to only fight hand to hand, or only use slashing weapons, or only use magic. I gotta add a run for your sorry life one where I just have to not fight back and try not to die. That's something I should do, is when streaming, try to other games. I need to add some more VRChat specific ones. Right now I've got the, change your avatar, can't say this word, can't curse. People love to make me hydrate. Stretch.
Gender swap.
Would that be insensitive, though?
That might be neat. I don't know.
I have no problem using female
What's
avatars.
an avatar?
Granted, technically they could just ask for that with force shape change. Just be like, be your Koodalin's dragon. Oh, okay. Right. Be your Jex lady.
Put on push-ups and sit-ups. My God, Andy.
I've always been really
My God.
nervous about doing that because I'm an older guy. I don't want to break nothing. But also, I'd be slightly worried I'd break my VR equipment. I mean, I know Finn does it. He's a little braver than I am in that regard. Stand up for a bit. Not a bad idea.
Wonder if he'd only do
now
it
I
when he's
could
not
do
playing VR.
I could do something like I don't feel like doing right now. I'm tired. I could do maybe jumping jacks or standing exercises. I'd be a little bit less worried about my equipment getting messed up. Plus, if I do sit-ups, I'll block my own hip tracker and you just watch the avatar do weird shit. Well, yeah, when he used to have those as redeems, he was in a different location. Maybe something to discuss on the Discord. Other stuff we could do for points. I do want y'all to feel like you have a nice collection of fun things to do. I do need to get back to the occasional non-VR game too, at which point I need to... I mean, I've got the VTuber avatar. I should set up the system where you can like bonk the avatar with stuff. I don't know if you've seen that before.
That would be... Ooh, which one would you do that in?
Don't know. I'd have to do some
which
looking.
program it's called, but there is a way to do it.
The two one of the streamers I know who had it is, granted, they're still friends of mine. I don't think they're still streaming. Oh, what do you got, NG?
You could be similar to Whiskey Dingo, who's got a whole bunch of crap you can throw at him depending on what game he's playing.
Yeah.
That's a funny one.
Oh, on Finn's server, we need to add a Spud attack redeem.
Spud attack.
A story probably best left to Little Bro, but potatoes hold a very special place in our heart in the Wicker cult.
You can tell he's a true Irishman. They're just trying to help him.
You still have the Spud from TFF? Has it grown into a plant yet?
Oh, jeez.
I still remember, I'm just sitting there wearing my fursuit head, and you shove that potato in the mouth of it. I'm like, there went all my airflow.
What's? It smells like potato in here.
Smells like an undercooked French fry.
He will never escape. You are correct.
Well, we are probably getting around that time, gang. I want to slide off camera, but still be talking to y'all. And close enough to Namby to where y'all can hear him. Let me see who else doing what tonight. We'll figure out if we can't find a nice person to drop in on. What's going on over there? I don't know, man. No, he's Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Maybe we'll hit him up on VRChat if he's still up.
Maybe.
It's sprouting all over. Yeah, I figured. It only makes sense.
Oh, stretch. Huh. Cyrus wants to join in the party. Well, I guess we'll go a little longer then. Let me back up the camera. Taras can take up a little bit of space.
Oh.
I mean, I'm guilty of that too.
Never mind.
Skylar, buddy, what's up? Good to see you. Hydrate again.
Steeler.
I gotta find my damn desk, which is this way. Actually, this way.
That away. Heyo.
Heyo.
Hello.
Still got your ferality flare?
What is up?
Of course. I haven't had a chance to sit down and fix the avatar otherwise.
I went ahead and made a everyday version of my winged Durg.
I hadn't had a chance yet.
How are you tonight, Cyrus?
I'm doing all right. Got that picture. I put it up as my background on my computer.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Ooh, which one did you choose?
No, he just the one someone took of him.
The one that was in the credits.
Oh, sorry, that picture, yes. I thought you meant...
Why would he want a picture one of us took when someone important actually took a photo and used it somewhere?
It was just a pretty picture.
Yeah, if you saw the credits, you would have seen his avatar. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you seem to know everybody. I meet a few people, but I often feel like I am politely ignored by most people who run into me. Oh, hi. Oh, hi.
I asked the people who I knew who could have potentially had a hand in that, none of them had anything to do with it. They're like, yeah, no, we have no clue how about that either. We had nothing to do with it.
Huh. Huh, that's interesting.
Huh.
So somebody just took the picture and thought it was pretty.
Well, probably one of the staffers took a shot of you. Because not only is that
That's what it
a
was.
fairly unique avatar, but you've really gone all... You really made use of the majority, it looks like, of the props they gave you. I only really used the flask and the hip pouch. It's like, there we go. A place for my smoke and a place for my drink. Exactly what my character would have on him.
I had to have fun with it.
Why not?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Oh my god.
Quiet night here tonight. You should have more people around.
I bet a lot of them are recovering from virality.
Maybe.
That's fair. I did sleep till 6 o'clock in the evening today.
Yeah, I couldn't dead dog it with you last night. I had to be to work by 8 a.m. today.
You missed some really good sets at the end, though. Like, they had the best few sets. My favorite 2 sets of the night were the last 2 sets.
On my tombstone will be
Which,
Here lies Kit. He missed all the good stuff.
Low Prov and Ash.
Oh, dude, I needed to. Yeah, Low Pro's one of my favorite DJs.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess it's neat they did that, but now it's kind of like, well,
of the weekend.
Still, oh yeah.
I can't lose my job even if it's really good music.
No, they were repeat sets. They weren't ones that they hadn't played.
Ah.
To be fair.
I was gonna be a little salty
just
if they had
good sets.
new sets on Monday night. It's like, con's over, man.
That's
I'm back
a
at
lot
work.
even for a DJ. That means they'd have to submit 2 sets at least for one con. That's still though. They do some great work over there, and the light show is fucking amazing at Club Fin.
Yeah, they definitely went above and beyond with the club this year.
Fucking
I love the
Eagle
club.
opens up, the new DJ, and then you got fucking lights everywhere. And
Unless
on
it
the
was Scaly
wings.
Bloke, in which case it ate them.
Yes. I do remember that. That was amusing.
So we checked, by the way, last night because his set was on again, and the website, like all the fake websites and everything he put on, weren't fake; they were real. Like the macroinsurance.app.
Oh, really? Interesting. I did not think about even going to those.
We decided to check last night on a whim.
Oh, hey, Tundra.
Hello. Or I should do it properly. Hold on.
Are you still?
You can wave with your hands. There's nothing worried about that.
Yeah, but I've got the extra lens. I might as well make use of them.
Still screaming?
See?
I guess I could wave at people with my extra limbs, but these are more just for blocking doorways.
Wait, I'm
Put wings on a
confused.
tarp,
Like
and you
what?
could double block the doorway. It'll be your whole own barricade.
Yeah, he's still
Wait, are
streaming.
y'all still streaming or no?
I am. I'm live.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you're still loading.
Oh.
And there you are. Now you're loaded. Say hi to Tundra, everyone.
Now I can go up.
So I'm going to take this model into, part of why I also have this, I'm planning on taking it into Blender and doing some pretty serious tweaks to it, so it'll be pretty good once it's
Yeah, I need to take this Durgadol in the blender and try to get everything on one armature as much as possible. Although, really, the wings are their own bone. Yeah, no, it really can't. My clothing is already on the main armature because it came with the model. There is a nice hoodie for the Durga doll, though. I may have to pick that up. Nah. Now I'm just kind of running my mouth.
I mean, you're streaming it, isn't that the point?
You're not wrong. Well, suppose you're not wrong.
You're
at
the
that.
boss.
I was supposed to be dragging Paper off to run some heat today, but he didn't end up playing Diablo 4.
You're supposed to run Paper off and do what today?
Where's the cookies?
Paper's supposed to help me run heats today. I need a body I can practice passing people on the frickin' course just doing time trials. And at the point I'm just shaving like fractions of a second off my time in practice. So.
What racing game are you talking about?
I am in the virtual arena circuit, air racing, T6s.
Good times.
Very cool.
I'm Texan pilot.
You ought to stream that. You get
nice.
viewers.
I get the feeling I could stream anything at this point and people would just be like, ooh, hi. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like, I feel much better just being on other people's streams. It's less responsibility.
All this camera work and, I don't know, like
I have to talk and
collaborating.
entertain people,
Entertain.
what the hell is that
I
bullshit?
don't know, just be yourself at that point. Oh, yeah, fine.
I'm back.
Yo, you crazy, man.
Arnold, don't touch the fucking cook.
Have you been drinking, Tundra?
Oh, I'm just really tired.
Who dis?
He sounded so
What's the
pitiful when he
difference?
said
I'm
that. He sounds so pitiful when you say that.
No one.
Here, let me
Oh,
smack you
you're-
with the good night frying pan.
We have two of y'all set on green. You might want to warn any friends that come in here that I'm live on
Oh.
Hit him
Twitch.
with the forget me stick.
I was making if you've ever read House Pets. Then the sleepy time frying pan. Cling.
Clink. Well, it's the sperm dog?
I would make a comment to it, but I don't think it's appropriate on this stream.
I got a knife too.
Well, we'll be done here in a second. It's about that time.
I'll be a normal person. Let me be a normal person.
Thunder, you normal? What? That's like trying to call me normal.
I don't think any of us are normal.
If you're weird, then I'm straight.
X. Where's the X button?
I don't know.
There's an X button.
To
Or
doubt,
is it just the
apparently.
Q?
Ooh.
Blog button, man.
Don't mind me. I just relabeled all the buttons on my controller
Huh.
because I like chaos.
That's gotta be it.
The X button is the blog button.
Post a live league button.
That was what?
I thought that was a tweet button.
Oops.
I say,
About is
I'd like dancing at the club like this.
Yeah, there you go.
Puff up tall, they hate that.
That looks just disturbing for some reason.
Imagine that thing doing the YMCA dance.
Cyrus is now a danger noodle.
I now have a new thing to have a nightmare about. I'm just kidding.
It's replaced one of them.
I'm only just now giving you nightmares. Damn, I'm losing my touch.
up your nightmare game.
We played Never Have I Ever for like an hour.
That can be fun.
Oh. Who won?
And I realized I might have issues.
They
You're
actually
just-
you go on their website. They're like $5 a piece. You can order them fire, and they've got them in all different kinds of things. And they're actually doing if you order, they'll throw in a free Pride one for you. Apparently this month.
Oh, my chat's backwards because that window was up.
Hey, Diva.
Well, now I can see everything. Diva, hey! Appreciate you dropping by. Give all the friendos head pats. All right.
So
Ah!
what we'll have to do is now Chris, once I get this all modified and more Fox-like, you'll have to set one up for yourself.
Oh, shit, son.
Now that Cyrus is here, we're going to have a leg off.
In like 5 minutes, I'm gonna go to bed.
Haha. Ah.
But
We.
usually, I don't know. I need to remember what the hand control is to take control of the forelegs on that one. Then we can just do the whole tar handshake thing.
Oh, yeah. Do the tar secret handshake.
Oh, Naruto.
Yeah. I don't think. Do I have that control? Let's see.
Exactly.
There
Were you on your
is. It's a hand gesture control setup. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
remember What the
Swap
I don't remember what the
arms,
combo
hold
is
trigger.
for the Naruto. Oh, there you go.
Thing is, though, I already have control of my legs. I would just have to, like, do some real ninjutsu here. Because they track on my legs.
Yeah, but if I do that, I get my back legs going too.
Ah, yeah, my body tracking's only the forelegs. The
I
back,
got them set up the mirror right now.
the back legs just kind of do math on their own.
Nice. Oh.
Oop.
Hydrate. All right, where does
Hello.
desk is over here somewhere.
I actually have a few of those. Actually fire. I've got the Kitsune. I've got certified vaccinated. What other ones did I get? I got a couple at TFF. I don't remember. I have to go dig them out real quick to look. But I've got like 3 or 4 of them.
I'm certified, Jack.
I think I got the certified. Oh, I've got the certified tar. I do have that one, which they've
Certified
never
Jack.
restocked after they made them.
Just to warn you, V, I am live. The internet can hear you.
To be gremlins
18 plus channel. Have fun.
Here, let me play this copyrighted.
Just don't get me banned. What? Don't get me.
I'm kidding.
Don't get me banned, man.
Did someone say copyrighted
No.
music?
somebody.
Get banned.
Hold on a second. I gotta find my Anthrocon bag because that's what's got all my bad stuff in it. Now I want to remember what I've got for my certified badges because I know I've got a bunch of them.
Yes, this is me as when I am, I guess, being long. Blame Cyrus.
Say Tar Pride. I will take blame for that. I will take blame. I will take blame by showing you the superior lifestyle.
Ooh.
You're a little biased there, Bucko.
I am a little biased. I admit it.
No, you're
So how?
Cyrus. It's pronounced
So how you doing tonight,
Cyrus.
Diva? I appreciate you dropping by. It was fun talking to you at the club at Ferality. My legs don't know what they're doing.
That was the one I picked up at. That was the one I picked up at TFF. That was the one I picked up at TFF this year. Was certified gray muzzle.
Wait a minute, you're not that old.
Nice.
No, it's in there.
Unfortunately, Krisu, I qualify
I just realized
by most definitions.
So what am I? Certified dead?
certified dead.
Oh. That's what I thought I heard.
Oh, today's going pretty good, Diva. Can't complain. Back in the swing of things. I had taken a little vacation from streaming for Ferality. Kind of in here. Just talking to folks at this point. Technically, I don't have to end on time every time. Right when I was getting ready to wrap up, the party really got started, it looks like. I bet from all the dancing.
No, my thighs are like burning.
We danced like hell last night. I was sweat pouring down me. It was great. I had fun.
There.
needed it.
I'll take my 2 extra limbs on my back.
Why not both?
Because I have not wanted to mess with Unity yet. Plus, where the heck do I put wings on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got a point there.
I'm gonna like put the clothes like rain and.
Well, that's cool. Very summery.
I feel like you need to make a pride flag donkey character now after that joke, though.
Solace Golden Heart. Well, we'll see who they are. What you doing? How are you? Oh, maybe in a minute, Solace. We're almost wrapped up anyway.
I don't see no.
Unless that's
wrapping
you,
paper.
Diva.
We can wrap you up, Tundra.
You're always welcome to drop by. Love it when people come by.
No.
I wouldn't be a streamer if I was not the tension steak. I'm just kidding.
No.
Just put a bow on me because I'm a present.
Stick a fork in me, because I'm done.
I mean, technically there is one on your stuff back here. Has to tie it down somehow.
Did you hear that one dad pun I said?
Which one?
The one where prison's one word, but for some it's a full sentence.
Oh, Dios mío,
Actually-
por qué?
Going to go find the trolls since they're probably starving after a weekend of
Skylar.
There's nobody in
can't
the
handle that.
lobbies. I still can't get over the Leviosa. Fuck. Oh, I think Cyrus told me that joke fucking Sunday night.
I figured out why I said it too. It's because we were listening to Low Prop's set, and he played that in the middle of his set.
Oh, he actually played
It's
that?
Leviosa.
Yeah, he played. They had him just go, "It's Leviosa" in the middle of the set, and we had just been listening to his set, and you were there. Oh,
Who was doing that?
You did. It was oh.
Oh.
Goes, oh, my balls, oh, and I just like, no, it's Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Oh my word.
Oh.
Holy smokes, it's 11 o'clock. It's just getting close time for me to sign off.
Good night. Good night.
I'm not going.
Good night.
I'm not going to bed. Oh, you going to bed, Tundra?
I'm going to bed.
Well, have a good night,
I'm
Tundra.
supposed to be in bed an hour ago.
Ah, yeah, my bedtime's in about 2 hours, but
I'm off to hunt. So
off to hunt what? Trolls?
my head in.
Claim all the victims.
Of course.
Please, can you please get a
Been on the whole
javelin?
weekend without the heads melting. What?
You need to put a javelin on your avatar.
Or a pith helmet.
Or
Why?
Troll hunting.
the thing where like the knights would like ride down and. He wants to go jousting.
Oh, a lance.
Yeah, jousting.
A lance?
Yeah.
Fuck a lance. I've got a shotgun.
I mean, it do to go. It, you know, now that I got the wings on here, I'll probably get rid of the sword and just trade it out for the pistol and shotgun. Why fight fair when you can fly overhead with your own frickin' flat
He does
cannon?
have seats.
Nice.
Well, thank you, Skylar.
Take care,
Diva,
buddy.
if you haven't had the chance, you're welcome to join us on the Discord.
Take care, Sandra.
It was good seeing you, Cyrus.
Group instance for one of my groups at Fur Hub? Hold on, I'm very confused. One of my groups has an instance right now.
Oh, well, it just means only members of your group can
like-
join.
And why at Fur Hub of all?
I've been seeing groups that I'm not in have instances that are open.
He just froze mid-sentence. Everyone else still
Just
seems to be
talking
here.
Shit about Fur Hub.
Oh, Cyrus is, I guess, joining the instance?
Don't know.
He's dead. He's gone.
He done crashed. Yeah, in chat. And crash.
You got Thanos snapped.
Yeah.
Whoops. Still remember when he booped Cyril and like caused a huge audio bug. And like Fire clipped it. Oh, wait, Fire is in chat. Fire clipped it. I'll have to post it in the Discord for you to look
Who
at.
did he wait, who did he boop, you said?
Last time we were in here, actually. Cyril booped, not Cyril. Cyrus booped
yes,
Kaya,
that
Cyril.
was when the server died. Yes, that was when our instance died after he booped him. He just suddenly just went, oh my god, you killed him.
Wow. Alright, let me see who's on. It might be time to pass the torch for the night.
Dang it, cat. Yes, I see you. What?
Fucking cop.
Let's see. We've got Mr. Pathfinder doing some VR chat. Haven't dropped in on them in a minute. I think we'll just raid that nice person so you can get a little bit more of your VR chat on. But it's time for this old Dirk to hang it up for the night. We'll be back Thursday, usual time, 8:30 Central Time, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. Math. More VR chat. We're also going to bring back Saturday streams, at least for a little while. I'm trying to determine what game that'll be. We ought to get back to Raft and finish what we were doing there. People were liking that, I think. Just to put a little variety on the channel.
Yeah, we haven't finished that.
But until we do all that again, thank you all so much for dropping by. I can't believe we had a level 3 hype train. I can't just the generosity of everyone. Diva, it's good to see you. I appreciate you dropping by. And then, of course, we've had all the greatest hits tonight. We've had NG, Speakin', Skylar there, Fire, and then here in the room, Sergeant, Namby. We had Rictus earlier. Yell at me in chat if I'm not saying your name. I try to show that love for people. Cyrus came by. It was a good night. So until we do this thing, blah 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 Thursday, you know what I'm gonna say. Appreciate y'all so much. It means the world to me you'd listen. Y'all stay safe out there. I'm gonna go press some buttons. I'll be right back. But we're gonna go see what Mr. Pathfinder's up to. I'm trying to remember where I met the fella, but
Gosh, I wonder what Pathfinder's up to.
VRChat. What are you talking about? Why am I carrying my virtual camera over to my actual desk?
Oh, okay.
I'm tired.
Alrighty, let's do this thing.
The day, it's hot.
Yeah, I'm at that stage too.
Y'all be sure to show this guy a little bit of love. I appreciate y'all dropping by. It's been a great night. It always is. We'll see y'all Thursday. And away we go.